Hello everyone, welcome to Data Engineer YouTube channel. In this video, we will talk about introduction to data warehouse in Fabric platform. So let's start with what actually is data warehouse, and then we'll proceed towards creating a data warehouse in Fabric platform. And then we'll also see its specifications. So let's get started. So if we talk about data warehouse, everyone knows what is what warehouse actually means. So warehouse is somewhere we keep something in bulk, right? For example, if you keep vegetables somewhere in bulk, so it's a vegetable warehouse, right? If you keep clothes in bulk somewhere, so it's a closed clothes warehouse. Same way, so we have something called data warehouse, wherein we are saying that we are keeping data in bulk, right? Now, what actually how we can create a data warehouse, we'll see it. But before that, let's understand why we need data warehouse. So let's say your use case is you have a lot of structured data. So the metadata, if we talk about, so metadata is something like column names and everything, which is well structured, and there are very few columns like which will be added in the upcoming future, and your schema is very much mature. At that time, definitely we can go for data warehouse creation, where we can create a data warehouse, and then on top of it we can create reportings and do our analysis. So whenever taking about anything, any industry, if your schema is mature enough that you know that in future there will be very minimal changes, then definitely we should go for data warehouse, right? It makes analytics a lot easier. Now, uh, although it's have some disadvantages as well, because let's say you have very dynamic changes in addition or removal of columns. At that time, somewhere we do not suggest in creating data warehouse, because you are making a lot of changes. So data warehouse should only be created if you have structured data in your system, and secondly, your system is very much mature enough that you will no longer you can make changes, but that should be very minimal, right? Now let's see how we can create a data warehouse in Fabric, and then we will see further. Also, I will create a video making the difference between data warehouse and lake house. So in Fabric you can create both a data lake house also and a warehouse as well, right? But what's the difference between both, that we will see in the next coming video. So now let's continue creating a data warehouse in Fabric. So I'm going to my workspace, app.fabric.microsoft.com, right? I have my dev workspace. Already I have created few instances. I have a lake house, I have a warehouse, and then I have a notebook created. What I will do is I'll create a new warehouse from scratch. So I'll click on new in the workspace, and I will go to more options, and from here I can choose warehouse. So if you can see, provide strategic insights from multiple sources into your entire business, right? My new dev warehouse test. So I will name it as my new warehouse, test, and let us open it. All right. Now, it will take some time creating a warehouse, right? Now your second question will be, so now this is created, right? Our warehouse is created. Now for analysts, analytical purposes, if you are, just testing it, creating a warehouse, you can just click on sample data to load some sample tables there. So, just like we have Azure SQL, and, different things we have. So here it is almost similar. So you can, store schemas there, so which will be in the form of tables. Now talking about like from where you will bring your data, right? So you can click on get data, and you have two options. New data flow gen 2, you can bring data from Azure SQL, you can bring data from your Excel files and so on using new data flow gen 2. And you can even create pipelines which can consist of copy activities, data flow, just like in Azure Data Factory we do, right? So that can also be used to get the data, right? So these are the two options which we have to bring in data for the data warehouse. Now we have something called download SQL database project. So let me bring some sample data, and I'll show you something called what is this, right? Which is download SQL database project. So it is creating some sample tables for me. right? So it may take some time. All right, so it have created some tables, it's copying data, then it will create views, and then it will wrap the things up. So this is automatic. It's a good feature, like if you are using a demo and you just don't have data and you want to use some data, definitely you can go with this option. And it's a very good choice, very good option provided by Fabric platform. All right. Okay. So my data is loaded. So let me just quickly refresh it, and I will be able to see the data. All right. So you can see I got some tables. If I go to view, I have some views. So I have a view payment, I guess. Okay. And then I have weather, trip. These are the tables. You can just click on any of the table, and then the table will load. And you can see that, top 1,000 rows here. It's a preview, right? Data preview. Now, this is our warehouse. Let's assume you have brought the tables, from your Excel files or some Azure SQL database using, new data flow gen 2 or a pipeline. Once you have your data here, your tables here, what you can do is, you can create some queries. You can query this data, you can create new tables, you can transform this data and create new tables. So using new SQL query, you can do that. And on top of it, you can create a new report as well. Now, what I wanted to show was this feature called Download SQL Database Project. Once you click on download button, what it will do is whatever tables we have, so we have multiple tables and multiple views. So what it will do is it will show, create the schema for each and everything. So if you go to these are the different tables we had. This is the view we had, right? In the views folder, we have this payment analysis view. So if I go to any table, if I open it, so it can be open via the SQL Server Management Studio, SSMS, right? So if you open it, you will see the schema, right? Just a moment, it's loading. So you can, definitely get the schema of the table. So you can see this. So this is my schema of the table, and definitely if you want to export it and you want to transfer it, migrate it, so you can definitely download the schema, right? So that is also possible. Now, the advantage of warehouse is the model creation. So you can definitely go to models. You will see all your tables there. You can create relationships among them, and you can perform different operations. We'll see in more detail, like different types of models we have, how we can create relationships in the upcoming videos. So I hope you get to know like what is data warehouse, how we can create a data warehouse, and what are the different main features in data warehouse in Fabric platform. So that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe it. Thank you and have a nice day.